Hello, and welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. Today we will be continuing, but before that, I once again rewrote the timeline, so now I don't need to fiddle with my notebook that much. But unfortunately, there were so many events, especially in the 90s and the 70s, that the entirety of A4 page filled with a timeline, and like it doesn't fit properly. I mean, there are some spaces, yes, but in some years, some years are just packed with events too much. I'm not sure if this is entirely a complaint, just a note. But the point is, I rewrote the notes and they're already messed. So there you have it. Now, I have also been running around and checking all the mirrors of camera. I figured out that I can open the mirror compartments in some bathrooms. And I noticed that I missed a key card in the hospital, which was quite a painful discovery. But hopefully we will remedy it today. And I have also thought that I have tried to punch in the wrong date in Scott's safe. I do not believe that this code will suddenly work, but it's still worth a try. So this safe. When I was looking at this plane, I punched 0303. But May is not March, so May 3rd. It doesn't work, as expected. Well, with that out of the way, who left the toggle on? Probably me. Okay. Now, we will start with the first logical thing, is to investigate the books of Father Matthew. Some books, some writings. Yeah, he has a couple of diaries here and there. Does that look suspicious to you? Anyway, we'll probably start with this one. Let's see, this is 1975, January 16. Let's try to familiarize ourselves with the year. So this is before Scott was born and before Vivian learns about the affair. Okay. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. This missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? March 3rd, 1975. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I would be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. September 16, 1975. So this is after the affair is revealed, after Scott is born, and Scott is submitted by Father Calvin to the orphanage. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. September 19. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. You know, I've been thinking, looking at the dates, that Scott was born on June the 1st. And on July 4th, Father Calvin brings him to the orphanage. So within a month, Scott is separated from Sophia. And that happens between the March and September, logically. So Sophia, something happens to her. And yeah, I have suspicion that Father Calvin is involved since he submitted Scott into orphanage. December 29. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. Oh, they do like Sophia. Also, about the diaries. They are confusing. So here in Wanda's diary, in October 74, he says that just barely a year working here. Okay, so we can presume that Sophia started, let's say, October 74, right? Then Dorothy says, in November 72, there is a newly hired maid named Sophia. Wait, Matthew? Father Matthew? No, matters of the heart. No, come on. O'Malley's Associates, Attorney's Law. Dear Mr. Brooks, as in Scott Brooks? No, Matthew Brooks. We have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son. Medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help you. The better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Okay, Matthew Brooks. That's your checking account, okay. Statement from... oh gosh. That's August to September. That is just a bit more than a month. So Roberts give you 1,000. You pay for maintenance. You probably sell your car. Tithe. Hosting, community, okay. You pay 2,000 for the lawyers. Jeez Louise. Another church tithe, roof fixing, cemetery maintenance, another tithe. Second payment is even freaking more. God. These dudes are expensive. Okay. Ooh, 71. And this is February. Oh. I base my timeline on the day Vivian marries Robert in June 71. This is February 71. I will scream on top of my lungs, though inside of me, if there will be some important event that I will need to mark. I literally have no space over there. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call mom and dad. But Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future and in time I will come to realize it. May 2nd. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. August. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Okay, so again, what is Wanda talking about? Because now we have even earlier date, not the 72 as in Dorothy's diary, but in August of 71, since starting the job at the mansion. When did she start? Anyway, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. October. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out here. This is definitely one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the Little Big Books. This is all crap. No hint on Father Calvin's birthday, no hint at some hidden storage anywhere, no hint at anything really. If anything, just more questions about when did actually Sophia start to work in the mansion. Oh boy. Maybe there is a secret compartment, maybe I can open some box. Because, like... Yo... I do not feel comfortable with the current amount of resources that I have. Like, in terms of, like... I clearly lack keys. I clearly lack tools. Because I need to fix Wanda's cupboard with some tool. I need to open up Bernard's floor with some tool. I need a shovel to take out the time capsule. And I have none of those things. Nada. I mean, yeah, sure, we have Moon Cafe, which is locked. The Little Big Books, locked. Oh, this taxi is horrible, by the way. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Well, I'm grasping at straws here, but we still have a keycard. So, most likely the way I operate is I am concentrated on containers, like the drawers and such, and I know that this is like a big revelation coming from me, given that I missed the key in Scott's cabin, but come on, we all make mistakes occasionally. It happens to the best of us. So when I was here, I was literally like staring at this stuff and trying this stuff, then I went into this room, checked it out, containers, I checked them, and then I just glanced over, because benches are not containers, and yet, here, in plain sight, Henry Drosson, Johnson. Staff pass. Non-expiring. Painful. Son of a gun. I got scared right now. You know, I was thinking when I was thinking. I was thinking when I was thinking, exactly. When I went down to the basement, it says that it is bolted from the another side. The door is bolted from behind. So that kind of, to me, suggests... I don't like that the music cut out, by the way. So for me, that kind of suggests that... you should be able to find another way in. The only damn way in is... if the power is off. What if the door is just unlocked? I know that's probably preposterous bullshit, but... what the heck, man? So... huh. That is mega weird. I have only keycard, so I need access to the door. I cannot open it because the power is off. The electrical cabinet is in the basement. You can get to the basement with the use of stairs or elevator. But the power is off, so elevator is out of question. But you also cannot use the stairs because the door is bolted shut. That was quite a blunder, wasn't it? I spent the past 2 hours or so just walking around the town and checking practically every single location that I could think of for missing keys, for missing clues. I was crawling around the furniture. Maybe there are other hidden compartments and so. But I was unable to find anything, so I asked for some hint from a friend of mine, and eventually we came back to this safe and to the date on the plane. And the thing is that I believe I have tried... my very first combination that I tried was 0303, but I misplaced March with May. So I did try 0503 and it did not work. I believe I tried 0585 and then I gave up. The reason being that I was convinced that both month and a day should be padded to 2 digits. So 5 must be 05, 3 must be 03, because otherwise, I don't know, what if you have 2nd of January, and if you write it as 1, 2, then what if you mean December or other year, right? So then the feels like there might be a bit more space for confusion. So I thought like, nah, we must pad it. But the benefit of having May 3rd is that you can indeed write 5385. And then look at this. Yeah. Okay. Let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 PM. Code changed to 8831. I believe that will be a code for the garden shed. And we have another Scott's diary. This one from 1990, February 1990. So yeah, before Vivian learns about embezzlement, but after Joshua Taylor goes missing. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. The population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I am old, and will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. It's been a few months since Derrick got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. There's a secret room in the mansion? I can't believe it! I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. I mean, we mean the one in the study, right? Also, Mr. Peterson. Could that be Calvin Peterson? But then again, like, his funeral was today, so he died somewhere before February 18. Again, you don't have a particular date. Yeah, so these small notes, they do not go into my journal, do they? What was it? 8831. Okay. That's a clue, and I will follow it. I kid you not, I've been wandering these streets for what feels like an eternity. I've been to Bernard's house multiple times, I've been to Tyler's house multiple times, I've been to mansion multiple times, I went all around the hospital once again. No clue. And then this blunder with the safe. God, I feel silly. Oh well, that's just the nature of the puzzle game. You will feel silly, and you're supposed to feel proud of yourself if you manage to do it, like find out the combination on your own. I did find the combination on my own, but I had to be nudged in the direction of this safe. Let's see. Nice. With some barbecue. Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. Andrew. P.S. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Will I get the key to Oliver's photo lab? Trisha. Drawer. I know where this goes. Cool, I believe that is the queen. So queen is 1. I have that written somewhere. And we have a rook, the number 7. There is definitely some kind of a chess theme going on over here. And ethic. Good. My diary. Trisha Roberts. 1993. Again, let's familiarize ourselves with the timeline. Let's put ourselves in this particular year, March 1993. So before Scott moved into the mansion, and before he started his investigation, that would be in September and November respectively. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. April. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know we are secretly meeting. September. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first I thought he would be too old to teach, plus his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came I surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age difference, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor, that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott? I think I'll visit him today. Right, he did not move to the mansion, he moved to the cabin. Now, thankfully we now have 2 keys. One is from Trisha's drawer. I know where this one is. And another is from an attic. I know where this one is. Let's start from the drawer, shall we? Nice. Okay. You can always take Dorothy's key. Nice. And we have a crucifix as well. Jesus Christ. We are feasting. Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything. May 1994. Ooh. So I definitely have a gap between 93 and 95. But I know that somewhere around this time Scott was fired and he started to ignore Trisha. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't I know we're in love? July 94. Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. October. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread such a rumor about my family? Well, we know that Scott is Vincent. Wait, it's just the next day? Usually they have like a gap of months, but not now. At dinner I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner is over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later I heard her arguing with Dad. October 26. How could Mom fire Scott? That is so unreasonable. There is no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love him. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him and I don't even know why. Okay, Scott is fired October 94. Cool. November 94. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside of the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he had been in here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there is a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Yeah. That's why you have the crucifix. Okay, let's go to the attic now. It's here in the mansion. That's a bit better. Some pillowcases. Cannot open this toolbox. We know about that one. Probably accidentally I just stumbled upon it, but that was nonetheless a nice discovery. I do find it funny though that I stumbled upon that one accidentally, but the safe code? Nah, that eluded me for years. Oh, I expected here to find the card that I can Slim Jim into. It's just a garden rag. Items needed for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush. Why did you write grill brush twice? Do you need two of them? Can't open these. A well-cleaned grill fork. Well-cleaned grill fork. Why do you say well-cleaned? do have a diary over here, that is good. Like, why is such an emphasis on the fact that this grill fork is well cleaned? Bunch of bottle caps. It's a charcoal. Bunch of bottles. Okay. Well, that might be Andrew's place, yeah, and then these would explain the... Yeah, Andrew's drinking, so that explains the bottle caps and the bottles. September 1993. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha. I believe that's Derrick's then. October 1. Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. November 93, okay. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. February 1994. Today Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Okay. And this was it. Cool. Why do they bring up so much attention to the tools and the fact that one of them is well cleaned? Just rubs me the wrong way. So, a secret compartment in Scott's cabin, or an entire Dorothy's house. I'm pretty much sure that I will go to the Scott's cabin first. It feels like it will be more enclosed space. So I feel like I should be able to complete the sweep faster over there. And just like this, Scott's cabin. We have a crucifix for this thing. Right. Nice. Not nice. Okay, yeah, I can open it. This is an impressive collection of books for a hidden compartment. Why would you have such a compartment here in the first place? It's like he has food here, he has drinks here. Now that freaking stands out. Fancy tea set. Okay, brother. Robert's estate security tapes. Did he try to blackmail Trisha, maybe? Which date? Rather, which date? Oh. Oh boy, that is a lot. Music box key. This is June the 21st. That's when Scott was born, right? No, he was born on June 11th. Yeah, June 1st, so that is 21 days after that. And Sophia is still there. So in 10 days or more, she will be separated with Scott. Cool. Author of best-selling The Mind is the Key, David Chen and Sarah Pattinson, focuses on tackling the understanding of human behavior through psychology. David Chen's research has focused on the nature of mental imagery and on people's ability to remember an emotional significant event. He has served on real criminal cases and possesses the knowledge and experience to answer the many questions of the human mind. I found out who killed my mother. Brother, I'm convinced that it's Vivian. Oh my. You have even more? What? That's the sewer. Oh shit. Church. Old sewer entrance. This is mansion. This is the hospital. Near postal service. Okay, so this is the sewer key. And we get access to the sewers themselves. Okay, let's... an old gate key. That might be cemetery. Magdalene couldn't be heard. She tried to find Sophia. Charles, he's my father. Vivian. Oh, who killed my mother? So yeah, I was thinking about Magdalene, sorry. Who killed Sophia? I'm not entirely convinced that she is dead. Oh, she could be. He saved me. Couldn't be him. Matthew, in Indonesia at that time. Andrew. Wanda. He did hate Sophia. He's 6 years old at that time. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalene. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Yeah. And why was she killed? Andrew's house. Time capsule. Oh boy. Oh, okay. The sewer entrance. That's good. That's good. Let's not forget that we have a diary over here. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. There is suddenly a lot of stuff here. But I think we actually exhausted this stuff. Why can I not see the VHS tapes? Because what if this is like the one that has something incriminating Vivian? This we've seen. February 1995. Couple months before Andrew dies in a fire. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. March 7, 1995. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. April 3rd, 1995. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. Said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. April 4th. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. A month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. Checks. I cried and I cried, I just couldn't stop them. I told them everything. I told them that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do. He listened and didn't speak. Wow. So we have access to Dorothy's house, we have access to the music box, we have access to sewers, and an old mansion gate key. Okay, old mansion gate key. Yeah, I know where that one is then. It's not the cemetery, it's the garden and the mansion. Okay. But you said you buried him next to Father Calvin. Cool. Cool. Oh boy. I'm so glad that I got the hint on that save. You know, it's like this single small pebble in the whole assembly of rocks that comprise a dam. And then you take the pebble away, and the entire thing just collapses in a matter of minutes. Now I had a key to Dorothy's house before I got any other key. So Dorothy will probably have a key to Oliver. So there is that. This is such an interesting place to put a toilet. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely adore and love it. Right under the staircase. It feels very cozy to like sit and do your business, I guess. A new home, a new lifestyle in the heart of town. Most people just want to secure the lives of their loved ones without having the constant worry that something will go wrong. We'll help you set your own pace, protect your freedoms, form new friendships, pursue interests, and enjoy the finest service that can be provided. You can depend on us to aid in whatever way you need, and we'll give you the confidence that someone is always there to help. Painscreek Retirement Management's personal goal is to be the shoulder to lean on for everyone. We'll guide you to choose the right method and right time period, and we'll make those steps together. I was a little nervous moving to this town, but ever since I moved here, I feel like I'm home. It's been the experience of a lifetime. Well, clearly you can unlock it from this side. Scriptures by Revenant Keith? Revenant Keith? What? February 1975. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I would be willing to stay with Sophia, that he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There is no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. So let's see, which month was it? Scott was born in June, right? In June. So this is May, April, March, and February. So she is around like 5 months. It should already show, no? Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he will be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, I am to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. April. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy and feels hopeful for their future. She said it would be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramification of this be? Oh, the ramification will go far into the ages to come, into the years to come. What are those? That's just tea, right? Tea sachets. Alrighto. That looks somehow familiar. Oh no. Helping and serving others in the name of God. Allow me not to read the summary. I'm sure it's a wonderful book, but I also believe that this is a complete garbage in terms of my investigation. Oh, you bastard. Another key? Can you not, I don't know, jump on this beam and like crawl over? You are an investigative journalist, right? So clearly you need to investigate. Again, some pills behind the mirror. That is one fancy and tiny ass bathtub, I will tell you. Okay. Well, I thought it's gonna be worse, but we have another door over there. Dorothy bedroom. Now you're saying somewhere over here. It's an old sewer entrance? Oh no, I did not make X. Why do you have it anyway? Huh? Also, wait a... Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. So, I thought that we are supposed to find a key to the Oliver's Photoshop in Dorothy's house. I found none, except a locked bedroom. Which implies that if the key is with her, it is either there, or I missed it in one of those drawers and stuff. Yeah, what are you doing to me? And finally enough, that is the only desk or bureau or whatever you wish to call it that I have found that I can try to open here. Game, why are you being so cruel to me? Because up over here we only have a fancy bathtub. Yeah, there is not much to search for. Okay, that is unfortunate. Rather unfortunate, I must say. We have two keys from the mansion. This one and this one. And one for the sewers. I was hoping to find an old sewer entrance down that road, but I did not find anything. I'm also not sure if there are any sewer hatches. I perhaps was not paying attention. But it could also be that there are none. So what we will do, We'll come back to the Scott's secret lair. We'll look at this stuff. The birdhouse. And we'll make this photo. Yeah. Hmm. Trying to understand what is that is depicted on the pictures, because I am thinking that that might be the sewer grate, like the one that we accidentally found around the farmer's market. But I do not see any other, like, next to the postal services was supposed to be. See, like this one. Oh! Right, because there it is. Okay, wait a second, that kinda checks out then, that we have seen this one and this one. Which one is that one? Ugh. And that one. Do you just try to locate it somewhere? No, like logically then it should be posted somewhere along the side of the road. But then again, even so, even if I find another grate, right? I do not have access to it. I do not have any range or anything. Another thing is that, oh god. So that's Dorothy's house, and down this alley there should be old sewer entrance over here. But if that's that building, or that addendum to the building, they are kind of behind the fence. Unless, of course, you want me to... No. Do we even go to the sewers or... Quite the conundrum. Anyway, let's start with the mansion. We have some clues, we have some leads on the mansion. So that's where we are going. Let's start with the music box. I'm not surprised that Scott was conducting an actual investigation with the murder board and stuff. But the question that I'm pondering is whether... so his message on the typewriter suggests that he found the murderer, right? What does he do that? Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There is so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. Okay. All I can say now is that I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Sincerely, Scott. And that's just a single message over there, right? Yeah. Um, it's so cool that you can actually read the message from here. Okay, but yeah, there is nothing else, right? Okay. So Scott keeps claiming that he's the innocent guy. What if Father Calvin has been buried next to Sophia? I mean, Sophia was buried next to him, but on the house grounds, on the mansion grounds. Why would the previous pastor be buried here then? I feel that that's a bit unconventional, maybe? Trail closed, do not enter, but what if my investigation leads me there? Oh. Maybe that is how you get into the sewers. They actually whacked Sophia, eh? Okay. Cool. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Okay. Wait. 0526. 0526, May 26. Huh? Now that's a hell of a conundrum. 0526. That's on Sophia's pendant. May 26. You just casually give me a code. I feel like I need to find the old sewer entrance. Oh, 526. Nah. Nah. It's some bull. Why would Sophia have a pendant with 0526? Oh, damn.